Super Mario is the most iconic video game character in history, but he also kind of hogs the whole conversation when it comes to multiplayer games on Nintendo Switch. Look, I get it, Mario is awesome, but I'm here to tell you that there are a bunch of great multiplayer games you can play on the same couch with your friends on Nintendo Switch right now, and none of them rely on Mario. So here are 5 very fun local co-op games on Switch. I'm Brian Altano, and this is the Switch list. Death Squared is a fantastic co-op game where you and a few other cartoon cubes try to solve increasingly tricky puzzle levels by working together, stacking on each other, and hopefully not accidentally dying. It's the kind of game that will have you screaming obscene things at each other like "get on top of me" and "push me onto the floor" and "squeeze me in that hole." There are tons of levels and customizable cubes, and like any great Switch co-op game, you can play the entire thing with split Joy-Con controllers. Death Squared kicks ass. On the surface, Tricky Towers looks a lot like Tetris, a game literally any device with a screen has been able to play for the last 30 years. Boring, but that's when your expectations start tumbling down. Tricky Towers takes the concept of block stacking and adds physics-based stuff like wind, power-ups, and giant blocks, creating wobbly, hilariously precarious Jenga-style skyscrapers that might collapse at any moment. In multiplayer, you can choose to sabotage your friends' building plans with up to 4 players, and the entire experience becomes chaotic, hilarious, and infinitely replayable fun. Most people missed Super Bomberman R when the Switch launched because Breath of the Wild stole all of our attention, but Konami's latest Bomberman is a rock-solid multiplayer party game where you and up to 7 other players all share a single screen and slowly try to detonate each other until there's only one of you left standing. The stages range from simple to utterly frantic, and there are lots of different multiplayer modes to kill each other in. Yay! Bomberman has always been a classic staple for multiplayer party games, and on Switch, it's an absolute blast. Get it? Because the explosions. There's bombs. They're a blast. They blow up. It's got bombs. The majority of couch co-op games on Switch are fairly simple arcade party games, but Nine Parchments is actually a full-fledged top-down Diablo-style multiplayer action RPG where multiple players team up to fight giant, gorgeous levels full of enemies and bosses using melee attacks and offensive and defensive spells. You have no idea how many times I've yelled, "Please heal me!" during this game. Your characters will tackle evil, level up, and get cool gear, develop a bond known as friendship to many, and really just hug it out. It's a good thing to do. You'll want to do it all over again on a harder difficulty when you're done. It's a really fun game, and it's awesome in couch co-op. Overcooked 2 takes the simple premise of preparing a meal with a friend or loved one and flips it on its head by dialing the insanity up to 10 and forcing you to work together in chaotic kitchens that might just tear your relationship apart. You'll battle kitchen fires, conveyor belts, and even wild animals in a frantic race to cook together across a variety of dynamic stages. You're asked to tackle simple tasks like make hamburgers, and within moments you're yelling, throwing ingredients at each other, severely disappointing customers, and testing the moral fabric of your friendships. It's genuinely one of the most fun local multiplayer games ever made, and it's perfect on Switch. I love this game so much, even if it almost causes divorce. Worth it. Overcooked 2, World Champ. Holla. Those are just 5 awesome Switch games that you can play in the same room with your friends, but there are tons more out there that I definitely missed. So tell me about them in the comments. Just don't name any of the ones with Mario. All right? I get it. He's great. He's amazing. He's in a million great games. But give it a rest. It's not always about you, Mario. I still love you. I always will. But take a nap, dude. Anyway, that's the Switch list. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.